Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. And I must come clean because Alex, the most honest man on the internet, keeps no secrets and tells no lies. Today's video was supposed to be very, very different. This was supposed to be the Mandalorian and Grogu review.
I would like to see the baby.
I had bought my ticket for the film. I was all mentally prepared to go and watch this opening night. I was sitting at the dinner table just scranning some dinner, and I just sort of realized there's just no way I'm fucking going to watch that shit. No way. No way. Me, a massive film fan who likes Star Wars. I don't love Star Wars like some people, but I like it. Had no desire to go and see a film that's part of the biggest and probably most iconic film franchise of all time. Even though Lord of the Rings is better in every metric and Star Wars has never made anything that even comes close to being as good as Lord of the Rings, but I digress. Yeah, no desire whatsoever to see this film. But yeah, that's the state of Star Wars now, boys. Sorry to all the diehard Star Wars fans out there. I'm so sorry that Disney has absolutely nuked your favorite thing.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Who knows? Maybe it'll make a boatload of money and it's going to be really popular and it was really good. I could be eating my words here and it's the best Star Wars film that's ever been made, but who knows? I doubt it. But what I'm going to do instead is go through my top 10 most anticipated movies for the rest of the year. So basically talking about 10 films that I actually want to watch. But before we get into that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, of course. We're almost at 100 subscribers as of recording this. We might be over that now, but get me to the triple digits. That'd be great. Make a little boy's dream come true.
Please! Please!
So buckle up, tighten your butts, and let's get right into it. Quickly though, honorable mentions. I shall keep this brief. Backrooms. I'm literally seeing it next week, so, I don't have to wait very long, so... But very excited. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. And yes, okay guys, release your pearls. I'm sure you are clutching them. How could you not be pumped for the new Christopher Nolan film covering Homer's The Odyssey?
Hey homie, I can see your doodle.
If you asked me at the start of the year, this would have easily been number 1 or 2 on the list. Between all the online discourse around this film, and I'm starting to get the feeling that this is just like Oscar bait, cast every big name actor on the planet. I'm feeling it's going to be more Tenet than Interstellar, if you know what I'm saying. But who knows? It's probably going to be incredible and this will be the dumbest take of the year, but it's just my enthusiasm has been killed a little bit. Scary Movie 6. As someone who loves the first 2 Scary Movies, they're some of my absolute favorite comedy horror films and just horror content in general. Those movies are absolutely hilarious. I grew up watching them. I'm very excited for this. It does have very high dog shit movie potential, but I have faith. I have faith. The trailer was really funny. The End of Oak Street. I just like dinosaurs. Resident Evil. I've quickly become a Zach Cregger fanboy, much like most of the world. The franchise itself, Resident Evil, I've never really been like a big Resident Evil player in terms of the games, so this doesn't really get me giddy in terms of the property, but I really like the trailer. Zach Cregger, we trust him, he's great. Barbarian Weapons, obviously 2 of the best horror movies we've had in the last couple of years, so yeah, I'm pumped for this one. And in Cregger, we trust. Last but not least of honorable mentions, Street Fighter. Man, this movie just looks really, really fun. Just based off the trailer, I think this is going to be better than Mortal Kombat, but obviously based off the trailer, who fucking knows? It was honestly so close to being in my top 10, but number 10 really just bumped it out just slightly. It has a stacked cast, great trailers so far, just looks like a bunch of fun and really good action. It also features the UFC featherweight GOAT, Alexander Volkanovski, a fellow Australian, so I'm very excited to see him in his acting debut. But number 10, Jackass Best and Last.
We are going to be making history today with the first robot prostate exam.
This is what Jackass looks like at 50.
You see the finger on that thing?
That's not a finger. It's a claw.
Let's let it rip, baby.
Like many people who grew up in the 2000s, probably boys, hate to be sexist, but we just love this shit.
I live for this shit.
The Jackass movies were a core part of my childhood. Like, I would rewatch the TV show and the movies just constantly as a kid. And unironically might be the most consistently funny comedy film franchise. And if you chuck on a Jackass movie, it doesn't matter which one, you're gonna have some full-on laughs. Every single one of these movies is just such a fun experience. They hold up really well on a rewatch, and if there's ever a movie that is like great to pop on when you've got like a group of dudes over, it does look like this is going to be the last one, and I hope it's a really fun send-off. It looks like they're even like blending in some old footage from the older films that maybe we haven't seen before, but it's going to be sad to see this franchise go away, but who knows, maybe in the future they'll reboot it with a new cast. But honestly, at this point, these guys are like 50, 60 years old, right? Like, they're going to fucking break in half next time a bull runs them over. These movies are guaranteed to make you laugh, make you cringe, make you feel a little bit sick in the tum-tum. Number 9. Godzilla Minus Zero. The follow-up to the Japanese reboot of Japan's most iconic creature. Which is an odd thing to say because it is a Japanese character originally, but we've just seen so many American versions of Godzilla at this point that I feel like it's important to specify this is a Japanese film. I have so much faith in Takashi Yamazaki. I hope I fucking nailed that because, you know, Japanese, I don't speak it. To deliver us another banger. He did such a great job with the first film. It was such an unexpectedly fantastic film. Beyond the Godzilla smashing, destroying buildings, it was emotional. The acting was incredible. The story overall was just really, really beautiful. The last film has really built up a lot of good faith for me. I'm so excited for this movie.
Number 8. Number 8.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size.
The fourth film in the Tom Holland Spider-Man universe. I'm genuinely really excited to see what they've cooked up for us in this one. The first three, then all of Tom Holland's appearances in the MCU as Spider-Man have been fantastic. I think there's a really good consistent quality throughout the trilogy and his appearances. I'm sort of still unsure exactly like who the villains are. I know we get a little look at Scorpion maybe. There's like a little hint maybe we're going to get Man-Spider, which will be absolutely traumatizing for a spider intolerant person like myself.
Oh shit, you got a spider crawling in your hoodie. Oh, hold on, chill out. Hold up, chill out.
But I'm excited to see what this movie does for the broader MCU universe. Tom Holland for me is like, he's my overall favorite Spider-Man as well, so that really helps my excitement levels. And it does help that this will have some sort of post-credit scene that leads directly into Doomsday, so that it's a must-watch even just for that. Number 7. Clayface. Body horror movie set in the new DC universe? Yeah, Sign me up. Oh, Mike Flanagan had a hand in writing this movie. Yeah, okay, you've got all my money and I'll be there on opening night. I wasn't blown away by the new Superman movie, and as you'll come to find, Supergirl isn't on this list. It isn't really getting me that pumped. The marketing for that film has been absolutely atrocious. Some of the worst posters I've ever seen in a movie ever. But I did like the new Superman. I didn't love it. It didn't blow me away. It did have a bit of that James Gunn-ism that he seems to just not be able to get out of that formula. I don't know if I've mentioned it before in a video, but James Gunn seems to really like the band of misfit characters who didn't have a family, but realize that the friends they've made in this movie are the real family they've been looking for all along. He loves a dysfunctional family. It's really looking like Supergirl is going to be that again. This movie in particular looks like a massive departure from what we've been getting in superhero movies in general, as well as the new DC universe. So I'm excited to see them combine two genres that I really enjoy, horror and superhero films. And I'm glad they're not just dipping their toe in this genre. They're just fucking diving headfirst into the deep end.
Let me get a number 6 with extra dip.
The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
Who helped Rick subdue those hippie intruders, huh?
Something like that.
You say that like there's more to it.
I don't possess many talents, but I know better than getting away with a good story.
A prequel written by Tarantino to a Tarantino film directed by David Fincher, one of the best directors and one of my favorite directors ever, reuniting Fincher with Brad Pitt and puts Brad Pitt back in the role of the character that won him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Yeah, okay, you bitch, get out of my fantasies. Who let you in there?
Leave me alone!
Don't go too deep, you'll get lost in the sauce. Fincher and Tarantino are two of my favorite film directors of all time and two of the absolute best to ever do it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a film that has grown on me over time. The first time I watched it, I liked the movie, but now I probably rewatch that movie at least once a year now. And every time I watch it, I just like it more. It's just like a hangout, fun film. Day in the life of these two really cool characters with like a thread through the middle of this like underlying feeling of dread while we get attached to Sharon Tate. And Cliff Booth as a character is just like the epitome of cool, and Pitt is just perfect for the role, hence the Oscar. So I'm giddy for this film.
Now number 5.
I never wanna hear you say.
Woo! Avengers Doomsday.
Please, Father, heed my words.
If you told me in the 2010 era that an Avengers film wouldn't be my number one on my most anticipated movie list, I'd probably clock you in the face and call you a dirty, rotten liar.
Jesus Christ.
But like many people, post Endgame and even post No Way Home, the MCU not really hitting the same. The quality of the films have been like really up and down, and then we got bombarded with, in my opinion, a bunch of extremely mid TV shows as well that started to just feel like homework, so much so that like I stopped participating and watching them, much like my homework in high school that I didn't do that shit. I've got Battlefield 4 to play, I ain't got time for homework. But don't get me wrong, the quality has been up and down in terms of movies. There have been some bangers, but there has been a lot of caca and wee-wees.
Dude! What the fuck?
But I will say recently, Thunderbolts, I really did like Fantastic Four. Brand New Day looks really good. I think we're trending in the right direction in terms of quality. I just really hope this movie can live up to the hype, because it is kind of carrying the whole franchise on its back now. Like, if this is bad, I just don't know what they're gonna do. Don't get me wrong, this film doesn't need to be better than Infinity War or Endgame. It just has to be really good. It just, like, I know that's crazy to say, but it just has to be like when you leave, like, oh my fucking god, that movie was crazy. I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a bit of, oh, it's that character, oh, it's that character. A bit like Deadpool and Wolverine, if I'm being honest. I did like that film, but it was a bit of a cameo fest. It just has to give the MCU and us as fans of the MCU a bit of direction and sort of, we're doing this now, and get away from all this multiverse stuff. It kind of just ruins all the stakes. And I don't mean by cooking it well done.
Fuck off you fat useless sack of fucking Yankee danky doodle shite. Fuck off, will you please, yeah?
I mean by fucking making it so people die, they don't stay dead. You got it. You're smart. You're a smart guy. I'm not trying to be too negative. I am genuinely excited for this. The teasers have been really good. They've honestly been really sick. It was fun watching them as they came out. Be like, hey, did you see that Captain America fucking teaser? He's coming back. And Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doom. The whole gang's back together. But just please be good, Doomsday. Please be good. One of you lucky members of the audience, would you put yourself as a sacrifice to make sure this movie's good? Let me know in the comments. We can sort it out. That wasn't a threat. It was a joke. Number... Disclosure Day.
Whatever happens, don't you let go.
Steven Spielberg, sci-fi film. Yeah. Do I need to say any more? He's got a pretty good fucking track record with this stuff. I've seen one trailer for this movie. I don't need to see any more. I'm in. It looks awesome. It's got a great cast. It's not like obnoxiously stacked like The Odyssey, but it's just really solid actors. Emily Blunt, who's just fucking on a tear recently. Like, look at the movies Emily Blunt's been in as of late, and she's just fucking killing it. The mystery of this, like, I don't really know what this movie's about, and the trailers aren't giving too much away. The visuals are really striking and really interesting. It kind of looks like a little bit spooky as well, which I'm here for. I'd love to see some spooky Spielberg. Say that 3 times fast. Spooky Spielberg. Spooky Spielberg. Nailed it. I can't really say much more than that. I legitimately haven't taken that much in terms of information about this film on purpose because I just want to go in blind. And no, that doesn't mean someone throw chemicals in my eyes. I don't actually want to be blind. I just don't want to know much about this movie. Just don't be so literal. Bit of a random one for me, and you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Alex? But
I'm Lucky Day. I'm Ned Niederlander. I'm Dusty Bottom. So together we're the Three Amigos.
The death of Robin Hood.
There are bad people out there. I fear our blood debts will follow her. I'll keep you safe. I will keep you safe.
You're probably like, what the fuck is this movie you're talking about? It's a gritty and brutal retelling of the Robin Hood legend, but it is set post his prime. We're now following a older, grizzled Robin Hood, who is played by one of my absolute favorite actors of all time. And dare I say he's kind of underrated, Hugh Jackman, who is notoriously really good at playing grumpy old badass dudes. He's playing Robin Hood. The visuals in this film look fucking beautiful. Like, I watched a little snippet of it and it's all set like on site in old castles in Europe, which is just sick. It's got Jodie Comer in it, who's also been doing some really great movies recently as well. She's just come out of nowhere and just in banger after banger. Oh, and by the way, A24 are producing this too. You know, that studio that consistently just produces phenomenal movies over and over again. Like, have they actually put out a bad movie at this point? Like, legitimately, not just being hyperbolic. I can't think of a A24 film that isn't at least good, but most of them are really, really good.
I heard the nurse say you made number 2 in your pants. Is that what happens?
Get the car.
Robert Eggers' Werewolf. Werewolf? Is it werewolf or werewolf? Do you wear wigs? Yeah, Eggers hasn't missed for me yet. He's 4 from 4 from the line with 5 seconds on the shot clock. And guess what? He's got another shot and I doubt he's missing. Just a bit of a sports metaphor for you guys. It's a bit of a tricky one for all of you guys out there who don't know ball. He's given us a movie about witches. He's given us a movie about crazy men in a lighthouse who want to bone a mermaid. He's given us a movie about literally me if I was a Viking. And he's given us a movie about a horny vampire man. I'm willing to bet he's going to give us a really good movie about a werewolf or a werewolf. It's going to be time period accurate. It's going to be very traditional story. We know these things and I'm not knocking him for it. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great interpretation of this creature. One of the most iconic monsters in all of film. And honestly, if this movie was about a bloody Volkswagen and it had Eggers' name on it, I'd be there opening night ready to watch this motherfucker.
Remember, you are my number 1.
Dune 3.
Oh, that never started I'm not afraid to die. But I must not die. Yet.
Here, put these on. Don't cry in front of the Mexicans.
And I don't say this lightly, my personal favorite director of all time, Denis Villeneuve, is finishing off his Dune trilogy. His previous 2 Dune films, for me personally, I believe are like some of the best movies we've had of this decade. Probably, you know, in that like top 100, top 50 all time list. Me personally, tell me I'm wrong in the comments. I know you will. And what like an absolute feat of sci-fi filmmaking. The second film in particular, the scale of that movie is so epic, and we just don't get shit like that anymore. I'm so excited for Dune 3. I can't wait. And 2 of my pookies in one movie, and I'm not talking about Zendaya and Pugh. Yeah. I'm talking about Chalamet and Patterson. That's my man. And you know what? I don't give a fuck about the ballet or the opera either. I stand with Timmy. That shit's boring. I've been. It's not that great. It's fine. I stand with Timmy. And this movie, personally, will be very special for me because I am going to be seeing it in IMAX, which will be my first ever time seeing a movie in IMAX. I'm beyond excited. I waited in a queue online for like 30 minutes and paid like over $100 to go and see this for 2 tickets in IMAX. I could not be more pleased that I spent that money. I'm so excited to see this on the big screen. Not the big screen, the big screen with the big sound. So yeah, just all around, this is going to be a fantastic experience for me. I hope it's good. Denis hasn't missed. Look at his filmography. He hasn't missed. He hasn't made a bad movie yet. He hasn't even made a okay movie. All of his movies have been fucking awesome. I love you, Denis. Denis, more like De-ankle. Am I right? But that was my top 10 most anticipated movies for the second half of 2026. Feel free to tell me why I'm wrong about my opinions in the comments. Greatly appreciated. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the support on the channel so far. It's been fucking amazing. I think we might be at 100 subscribers. Last time I checked, we're on 99. I'm hoping someone's ticked that over to the triple digits for me. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next time.